Hey guys, hope you guys are doing good today on this Tuesday. It's a rare day for me to have time during the day to film a video, but I had a doctor's appointment this morning, so I took the day off from babysitting to go to that. So now I have some time to film. So I wanted to talk about my surrogacy journeys. I've mentioned it in the past, but never filmed an actual video. So basically, we had our third boy, Gabe, and we thought we were done having our own children, and that idea of never being pregnant again made me really, really sad. And so I thought, how cool would it be to be a surrogate for someone who can't have a child of their own, but they want a biological child and they need some help carrying the pregnancy. So that was in 2008, and then we got pregnant with our fourth boy, and so the idea of surrogacy was always in the back of my mind, but it was always something that I thought would probably be a really long stretch, you know, kind of like a big dream if it did happen. And then a friend of mine, she had posted something on Facebook about being a surrogate, and she was a surrogate. I think the little boy was like maybe 3 at the time. And so I was like, wow, that is so cool. I sent her a message, and she connected me with the agency that I ended up going through in Chicago, and it was the best experience. There was definitely some ups and downs, but it was 100% worth it, and I'm so glad that I was able to help out this family. So what happened was, in 2013, I was matched with a couple, and we went through the process, all the applications and medications and all the things that you have to go through before you get to the actual embryo transfer. And we went through one transfer, and it was negative. It just didn't work. And so then we went right back the next month and did a second transfer. And in between that time, the mom called me and told me that she was pregnant and wanted to know if I still wanted to be a surrogate for her. And I said, well, do you still want me to be a surrogate for you? Because the babies would have been like 3 months apart. It would have been really, really neat, and definitely busy for them. So we went through with a second transfer, and each time we only transferred one embryo. And so we went through with that, and I actually got pregnant. But then at 5 weeks, 6 days into the pregnancy, I miscarried. And that was my first miscarriage ever in my life. I've had 4 pregnancies of my own and never miscarried or even had the threat of a miscarriage. So it was definitely scary and sad to have to go through, especially knowing that I was just trying to help out this mom and dad, and it didn't work. Of course, I knew it was the embryo quality, not me. So yeah, that helped me kind of like deal with the situation, but they decided to not go ahead and do another cycle because at this point she was about 7 months along with their little boy. So they were just thankful that they were able to have a pregnancy after so many years of trying. So I decided to be rematched, and 4 months after the miscarriage, I was transferring for a new couple. This time we decided to transfer 2 embryos, a boy and a girl. Now George is meowing. Go figure. So we transferred a boy and a girl embryo, and they were excellent quality, and I felt great. I felt really positive about it. And 3 days and 21 hours past the transfer, I took a pregnancy test at home, and it came back positive. And I just knew right then that both babies had stuck. I knew in my gut that I was going to have twins for this couple. So betas and all that came back. They were really high numbers, in the 5,000 range for the first beta. So a couple of weeks later, we go to the ultrasound. It shows 2 sacs and 2 heartbeats, and we all were just so excited and shocked, and I was nervous because I thought, okay, now I have to actually carry twins, and it was just, so many emotions. So I went through the pregnancy. Definitely it was rougher, and I was a lot more sick and tired, and there was a lot more extra issues like heart palpitations and stuff like that, just from my body working overtime to pump blood for 3 people. And so that was just a lot of new experiences that I hadn't dealt with my own singleton pregnancies. But I made it to 34 weeks, 3 days with the twins, and they were born via C-section because they both were breech. So this was also my first C-section ever, and that was kind of a traumatic experience for me, having a C-section. But they were born healthy. They weighed 6 pounds, and then the girl weighed 5 pounds, and so they were huge for their gestation age. They were just doing really well. They are now almost 2 years old. They'll be 2 in June, which is crazy. I can't even believe that they're going to be 2. It just really doesn't seem possible that they're almost 2 years old. So I was really happy and thrilled to do it for that family. It's been nice to keep in contact with them and get pictures and update them on our family and things like that. And so I had such a great experience that I wanted to do it one last time for one more couple before I closed the chapter as a surrogate in my life. And so the third time around, I decided to try to help a couple that was international. And everything went smooth with the process, same as last time. And so we go through the first transfer. It just didn't work. But I knew, oh, well, I've been here before, so it's okay, We went back and did a second transfer, and we transferred 2 embryos, and I got pregnant. But then again, at 5 weeks, 6 days, I miscarried. Didn't expect it, had no symptoms of anything going wrong. I just started bleeding and miscarried the pregnancy. And that second miscarriage was a lot more emotionally challenging for me. I had a lot harder time with it, I think. And then to add to it, my HCG had started going down, and then a week later it was up to 177, and it just kept rising, and we weren't sure why it was going up. And so I was having all these ultrasounds and blood work done, and we didn't know what the problem was. And so finally, 6 weeks after the initial miscarriage, I had a D&C. I've never had a D&C before, so that was a little bit scary to me. My doctor's amazing. He's just so great, and I knew I was in good hands, and so that wasn't something that I was concerned about. I just was nervous for the procedure itself, not knowing would it cause scar tissue or any other issues afterwards. So it ended up going fine. That was October 15th that I had that done. So I got through that, but it definitely made me realize that even though surrogacy was a great experience for me, and it definitely was something that I will never, ever, ever regret doing, I definitely didn't want to risk my fertility or my life after that third try. I definitely felt ready to be done with being a surrogate, just because of how risky the last pregnancy and miscarriage and everything were. So my husband and I decided to close that chapter. It was 3.5 years, and it was worth it, but we were done. And we thought, okay, what's next? And we this whole time never had decided that we were done having children of our own. It's always been something that's been in the back of our mind, like maybe someday we might want another baby, because we're both, I'm going to be 32 in July, and he just turned 41. So we had our kids when we were younger, and I still feel young, and he still feels young. So we thought we don't want to permanently do something that would make us be no longer able to carry a child or to have a baby for our family. So we prayed about it, and after the D&C and everything, and I recovered, and I had been praying that God would tell my husband, what he would want to do, and that he would just give us both the answer without talking about it first, because to me that would be like a confirmation that this was the right thing for our family. And one night he walks into our bedroom, and he just said to me, I think we need to have another baby. And I said, I'm really excited to hear you say that, because I have been praying about that, and that has been on my heart for a couple of weeks now. And I think that it would be an amazing thing for our family to do. Yes, we would be starting over. Our oldest is 12, and our youngest just turned 5 in January. but we are so excited about the possibility of a new baby in our family. And obviously, healthy baby is the #1 priority. Would we love a daughter? Would we love to give our boys a sister? Yes, we would. We think that would just be really, really special and definitely complete our family. But we all know that having a boy is very high of a possibility. So at this point, we don't really care what the gender is. We just want a healthy baby. So I went to my doctor today just to ask him some questions and get his opinion on a few things. We officially have been TTC for 4 months, and we started in December, and I have not gotten pregnant yet, obviously. We've been doing the OPKs, and I have been doing charting my basal body temperature, and taking my prenatal vitamins and vitamin D and calcium supplements, just to make sure that I am 100% ready, my body's healthy and ready to carry a baby. So we've been doing all of those things, and we haven't gotten pregnant yet. And I guess I just kind of thought that it would happen faster, because in our 20s we had a new baby every 2 years, and now we're wanting this and it's not happening right away. And so it was a little bit disappointing. So I went and saw my doctor today, and he just reassured me that everything is going fine so far, and we're doing everything that we should be doing in order to conceive. So he just said, keep doing what you're doing, and in 6 or 7 months, if you're still not pregnant yet, by that point it will be the 1-year mark since we've started trying. So then we could reevaluate if we need some additional tests, or if we should have my husband's sperm tested or anything like that. I'm almost 32. I'll be 32 in July, and my husband is 41 now. So the age number definitely makes us both feel a little nervous, I guess. Probably more me than him, only because I had all my babies in my 20s, and so now I'm 32, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I've always heard it's harder when you're in your 30s. So maybe I'm stressing out, maybe I'm thinking about it too much, I don't know. But also with our boys, I never charted my temperature or took ovulation predictor tests or anything like that. I just kind of said whatever happens, happens, and we had 4 boys. So this time around, we're definitely doing things a little bit differently, but we are excited for the possibility of a new baby in our house. And this is our 5th month, like I said, going into this month in April. And so it would be a blessing if this month would be our month, but obviously I had a phone call and got cut off. So let me just wrap this up. Thank you guys for watching. We are excited for baby number 5. We are trusting God's timing. Whenever we do conceive, we will be so thrilled and excited to give our boys a little brother or sister. And we just ultimately want a healthy baby. And we're going to just enjoy our family along the way and see what happens. So thank you again for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And I would appreciate prayers and positive thoughts for hopefully a pregnancy announcement happening soon. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.